Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about a certain situation that involves a couple of different YouTubers, some being from the commentary community. And as the days have gone by, you've probably already heard about this situation. It's about the Mannii Show, but if you're lost about the whole situation, you need to catch up real quick. The Mannii Show is an internet personality that mostly creates stuff on YouTube Shorts, or at least that's what he's known for, and on TikTok. He has around 12.2 million subscribers right about now, but at the time of this whole thing breaking out and him doing what he did, I think he had like around 11.6 million. To my knowledge, the whole thing first started off with a YouTuber by the name of Nguyen. He's another commentary channel who's one of the two that I was talking about before actually, and his original video was centered around Mannii. However, only around 10 seconds of the original clip was actually copyright claimed, which eventually led to a strike, and if you get 3 of those within 90 days of each other, your channel will be terminated. Now, as I said before, the Mannii Show already has about 12.2 million, and at the start of this it was around 11.6 million, which is a stark contrast to Nguyen, which only has around 600k. Still a lot for a channel for sure, but it doesn't even compare to like half of what the Mannii Show has. And to be honest with you, it kind of seems like the Mannii Show is bullying other channels just for talking about him and just for making videos about him. And the reason why I say that is because if you were really so butthurt about someone making a video about you or calling you cringe or whatever he said, you wouldn't only claim 10 seconds of the video. You'd probably just claim the entire video, or just more of it, right? At least a minute. It's really disgusting when larger channels start to try to take away other people's voice or silence other channels that are smaller than them, simply because it's a gross misuse of the platform that you've been given. And actually, this is what Nguyen had to say about the whole situation himself.
In case this happens a second and a third time. It's not like I just re-uploaded all of the Mannii Show's videos. It was a reaction where I transform the content. I make it something different out of it, which is sometimes what the Mannii Show fails to do. But his whole shtick is literally taking popular audios and dubbing over them. And I mean, yeah, sure, I mentioned it in my video, but I'm not gonna go to sleep like, the Mannii Show stealing content. I don't care. But seriously, if you cut into the bag, you play with my livelihood like this, that's when shit gets personal, Mannii. You brought this to real life. I could be sitting in a courtroom, look across the room and see the Mannii Show, and I would take the fattest W in court. Okay, that's a lot of waste of money and time. I'm not gonna sue him, but seriously, you will lose in court, Mannii. You know that, right? You will take the fattest L. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research, in which I fall under the criticism and comment category easily. It's not like I'm a green screen kid sitting there watching the Mannii Show video. Like, this is perfectly fair use. And what he did, he claimed 10 seconds of a clip from 148 to 201, which was the clip by him, that one friend who hates K-pop. So either Mannii or somebody on his team took offense to this, but it's all jokes at the end of the day. All I did in that segment was joke about how Mannii was secretly a K-pop fan, and he was gonna turn up after the video was done, and I joked about how he was standing like a middle-aged Karen about to yell at a manager. That's really all I said for context. I said nothing offensive at all. It was just jokes. Like, I never had beef with the Mannii Show. Like, I was just joking around. And
so after that story broke, I originally heard this from Sensitive Society, which is another commentary channel. I go through the comments of his video and I start to see other people talking about another YouTuber that has been copyright struck by the Mannii Show, and this YouTuber goes by the name of Coco Crazy. And just keep in mind, this is a 16-year-old girl. The Mannii Show is like almost 25, I think. And the reason why I'm bringing age into this whole situation is because if you, as a almost 25, damn near 30-year-old man, are so fragile and so insecure about your own videos, and you know, all those comments about you being cringe and fucking stupid get to you, what the hell are you doing on the internet, man? Like, you gotta get off, bro. However, the situation that happened with Coco Crazy is still similar to the one that happened with Nguyen. She made a video that was pretty much centered around the Mannii Show and did use some of his content, but it was transformative enough to where it's like literally 2 separate videos, and anyone with a brain could literally see that and just honestly come to that conclusion. I don't know how you can actually copyright something that's completely different from your video. The original video, to my understanding, gave a couple of reasons as to why the Mannii Show would ruin YouTube Shorts. One of them is that he's been called out for being racist, he has really repetitive or stolen content, and the last one actually reminds me of a video that I made I think a year ago. You guys remember when that whole Jeffrey Dahmer Netflix series came out, right? And there was people actually obsessing over the actual Jeffrey Dahmer as well as the actor that played him. It was honestly some freak shit, bro. However, if you are one of those people that were on the internet posting about this stuff at the time, I don't know why you would be mad or shocked or upset as to why somebody would be calling you weird or borderline freaky, bro, because like this is some actual weird shit. And so it just kind of baffles me as to why someone who has 12 million subscribers at this point, once again, would get so upset and be so arrogant as to think that they could silence someone else on a public platform, which everyone has the right to speak and say something about each other, and think that they could get away with it, bro. Like, for those of you who are watching at home and, you know, you're new here, first of all, welcome. I'd like for you to subscribe if you really like the content. But I have a saying here on the channel. I've said this many times before, and I'm going to keep saying it as long as people keep doing dumb shit, but not everybody needs to be famous, man. Like, I don't understand why this person in particular, with repetitive content, someone who's so egotistical and so frail that they get angry and try to copyright strike and take other people's channels down over valid criticisms that they could actually learn from, are even allowed to sit here and do this to other people. Like, for example, Nguyen, I don't know what's going on with this guy's life. You know, I don't know if he's doing YouTube full-time or if he has another job, he's doing this part-time, right? But, you know, he's at the level where he could do this full-time. And had the Mannii Show gone further than this kind of bullying tactic that he did, that could have been somebody's career gone up in fucking flames, bro. You could also argue that the blame falls on YouTube at least a little bit, because I mean, their copyright system is so prone to being abused, especially by other creators that are bigger than other creators that they're kind of targeting. Case in point with this situation, case in point with the whole Quantum TV mess that happened a couple of years ago. I don't know if you guys remember that, or even very recently, and you know, I kind of hate to bring this up again, but it low-key just reminds me of it just a little bit. All right, the Illumation and Thinking Before You Sleep drama, right? That whole thing, it kind of reminds me of this a little bit, simply because it has to do with the logistics of YouTube and the copyright system and people abusing it and using their platform in the wrong ways. However, I will agree with what others have been saying about the situation, and that the more that other people talk about situations like this and kind of spread the word and get the word out there, right, I feel like it makes it a lot harder for the YouTubers that are in question to abuse the copyright system. This way, even if they aren't held accountable on YouTube's end, which I mean honestly might happen, at least the court of public opinion is on the right people's side. Finally, I just kind of want to add in that I've never really watched the Mannii Show. Like, maybe sometimes as I'm scrolling through YouTube shorts, sometimes his videos will come up. Like, I kid you not, those are the type of videos that my mom will probably send to me from Instagram Reels. Like, for whatever reason, I just don't fuck with them, bro. It kind of leads me to believe that all of those 12.2 million subscribers are either little kids or just actual moms on Facebook. Anyways, that's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button. If you want more content similar to this, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one. Sub up, stay safe, and peace.